welcome to the first tutorial for our knit along. This is Simone. You may know me as Owlcat Designs, and this is the beginning of our mitt, our fingerless glove that we're making. And as you can see, we have a cuff here that is a twisted rib, so I will show you how to do that. I will also show you a little bit how you can work magic loop with a long needle. Of course, you can knit it with double points like I normally do, but I just wanted to show you both versions. So to start, we're at the beginning of the round here. I've put in a marker. And for magic loop, you will have a 40-inch needle mostly. I know some people prefer different lengths, and you can try that out and see what works best for you. For this one, for this project here, I used a 40-inch needle. And you're going to have all the stitches on there parallel. The stitches that are going to be worked are going to be in front of you, facing you. And you're going to start with pulling the top needle through at least halfway, so you have a long loop here. And you can turn the needle around comfortably and start knitting on the other side. So you have a loop over here and a loop on the other side. So we're going to take our yarn and put it behind our first stitch because it's a knit stitch. Now this is going to be a twisted rib, so your knit stitches will all be worked through the back loop. And instead of knitting into here like you normally do, you're going to bring the needle into the back, bring the yarn around it like normal, and then knit it this way. Then you have a purl stitch. And again, you're going to go into the back of the stitch and a purl stitch. I'm going to do a couple here to show you what happens when you get to the first section of stitches, how you're going to not just end up being stuck and not know where to go when you do magic loop. And I'll do a couple more slow in a little bit so you can see. So again, you're going to, instead of going in from left to right into the stitch for a normal knit stitch, you're going to go in the back leg of the stitch and knit it that way, which will twist it and create this nice little braid looking thing. One more time. So you're going to go into the back, so you're going to go in tip to tip into the back leg of the stitch. And now in my magic loop adventure, I have come to the end. Suddenly I have a really long loop here. What do I do next? Okay, so the stitches have just worked. Now you're going to turn your work. You're going to turn your work, and then you're going to push this needle in so that the stitches you're going to work are now on the needle, and then you're going to pull the other needle, the one in the back, out. So again, you have a loop on both sides, one here and one over here. And then you're going to work the next half of the stitches this way. And again, all these knit stitches are knit through the back loop. So you're going to go in here, into the back, bring the yarn around like normal, bring it through and off. So that's a twisted stitch. And in the pattern, it's listed as knit 1B for knit 1 back in the back loop. Because if you look at the stitch, you can see it has a front leg and a back leg. And you're going to go into the back one. Okay, and then again, when you get over here, you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to just quickly show you that too, so that you can see it twice, and then I will conclude this little tutorial for today, and I will see you again when we're learning how to do the stitches that we need for our textural pattern and the beads. So again, I'm at the end of this little section. I'm going to, if you want to put it aside, you can just pull this through, and you know your stitches are not going to go anywhere. When you pick it back up, you want to make sure you find where your yarn comes from. That's the last stitch you worked. You're going to turn it over to have the yarn come off of the stitch from the back part, and then take the front needle, just push it in so that you have the stitches on the needle, and on the back side you want to have a loop, and then you can start knitting here again. But for right now, I will just put this aside, and here is my little magic loop. And as you can see, my little marker fell off. I have to put that back on. But luckily, I know where my end of round is because I have my little tail down here. So this is the little tutorial on magic loop and how to knit through the back loop. Thank you very much for watching today. I will see you again next time when we're going on to the pattern in our knit along. Thank you.